Hello, my friends, and welcome. My name is Jeff Birchall. I've got a really special guest tonight. I'll introduce him in just a second. I want to get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way right away because we're excited. We're pumped up. There's a lot going on. There's some energy in the air tonight, and we might be talking about some numbers. If we happen to mention anything about incomes, I want you to refer to that income disclaimer right at the bottom of this page, and I want this to be thought of throughout this entire video tonight because who knows where we're going to go with this. But tonight I've got a special guest. He's a blogger, a sports writer, a journalist, a really passionate guy, a team leader, and I'm just extremely proud to have him as part of my team, to be a business partner with this guy. I want to welcome Dan Spiegel. Buddy, how you doing tonight?
Doing great, man. It's good to see you again, and I know that you and I have been watching some things today that are about to be released to the public that have us very, very jacked up. So I'll let you sort of open up with that, and we'll get into it. It's been a fun couple days, that's for sure.
Awesome, awesome. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've got a symphony of Mexican polka going on outside. I don't know if that's politically correct to say or not. We've got builders outside, they're bricking, and I can just hear the boom, 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 boom. I don't know if you can hear it, but in case you can, we've got a little bit of background noise and a little background music satiring us through the evening. So as you're listening to my voice tonight, as you're paying attention to this video, as you're listening to Dan's voice tonight, as you're paying attention and hearing us, I want you to really listen to what we're saying, and I want you to really pay attention to the fact that we're real people. Tonight we're talking about truth and hype, the new funnel that's out, the new entry point into the blogging system. It's all about truth and hype, and I want to start off with the truth. Dan and I are just real people. We're just guys. There's nothing special about us. We're not better than you. We're not worse than you. We're all equal. We're all on this earth to be who we're meant to be. And what we've done is we've happened to find a better way, and that's all we've got here. We've got a better way to achieve the results in life that you really want. Because right now, a lot of people are stuck. I know because I've been there. I was there a couple years ago. When I first started blogging about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, in July it'll be 3 years ago I started blogging, and I came across this video, and I can still remember it today, and it looked so hokey. I mean, if I didn't have an open mind at that moment, if I wasn't looking for something to fill a pain and a void in my life, I would have thought to myself, man, this is a scam for sure. But I was in a position in my life where I opened my mind a little bit because I needed my cup to be filled with some better information, because I was just drowning in sorrow, drowning in pain, and I decided to let this guy into my life. And this guy, he comes on the screen and he's got this long curly hair and he's wearing a tank top and flip-flops. I mean, who's going to take this serious, right? But he said something, and I don't know what it was. I don't know the specific words he said, but he told a story. He told about how he was homeless, lived in a van, and how he was able to lift himself from as low as it gets in life, right? I mean, it doesn't get much lower than being homeless and living in a van. And he was able to lift himself through doing something that he was passionate about, and that thing was blogging. And I caught on to that. I thought to myself, you know, I need a way to get better information in, and I need a way to get that shitty information out. So when I first started blogging, I literally wrote about anything. There were times that I made up total fiction stories that were actually, they were metaphors for what I was going through at that moment in my life. And it was a great way to vent. And amazing things started happening as I started sharing, as I started letting that stuff out. I started attracting people to me. People started reading my blog posts. They started leaving comments. They started clicking the links in the blog posts. They started filling their email address in and clicking banners, and lo and behold, somebody actually joined with me. They started blogging too. They bought the blog and started sharing their interests and their passions. And it proved to me in an instant this all works. This is real. And I at that point in my life, I was looking for something somewhere to plant my flag, somewhere, because I was sick of chasing. I was sick of going from business to business and constantly struggling, constantly failing, because I'm introverted by nature. I don't go out into public and chase people down and say, hey, you look like a sharp individual. Do you keep your options open? That's just not me. I want to communicate with people in a different way that touches them emotionally, like I was touched when I saw that video. And we can do that through blogging, through sharing anything, through sharing our passions, our interests, and it doesn't matter what you blog about. I get that a lot when people join. Hey, well, I don't know what to blog about. It doesn't matter. You blog about anything. You blog about what you're going through. You blog about your dreams, your goals. You blog about your vision, your future. You blog about your team that you're going to have one day, or the people you want to surround yourself with. It really doesn't matter. What it is it's part of just becoming a different person. And I've got this moth flying around in here now, so that's awesome. But anyways, so the this blogging has gone through some evolutions. It started out as this thing that it really looked um, hokey. It looked odd. It looked strange. The cover banner of the blog was Dave and his girlfriend or wife or whoever she was at the time in their swimsuit sitting on a beach, and it was just strange as a professional presentation, a professional opportunity. But here it is 3 years later, and through this evolution, they released another blogging platform that was really cool. It was really simple, but it just didn't get the job done. And now today, we have access to the Klaatu blogging system, and that's what we'll be kind of talking about here tonight, because this is it. This is really absolutely the future of blogging for profit. And I want to say the blogging for profit because I want you to identify and distinguish right now the difference between blogging for profit and blogging for fun and blogging for hobby. Because sure, right now you could go out and there's thousands of different websites that you could go get a blog, a free one. You can go get a Tumblr or a blog or whatever, okay? But you don't own that content, first off. So if you say something that offends that community or that their terms of agreements, they just take it away. It just disappears. So you don't have a true expression of yourself. And you know what? They're not set up for you to make money. They're set up for them to make money. So this is a true for-profit blogging system, and it's a for betterment blogging system too, because it's designed to make you a better person. It's designed to make you or give you the ability to step into the future that you truly want. It's done through the blogging and the reinforcement of the system, and that reinforcement just got so incredibly powerful that I'm just blown away. I watched the startup videos that when you very first start with the blogging system. Now you go through a level up sequence, and it's designed to really explain why this all exists and why it will work for you if you pay attention and follow the directions, just like Dan and I have done, and it creates success. It creates results. We both have proof of it. We both can show you just people after people, even in our own teams, that have made money, and we've made money, and it's a community based on a common goal of freedom for all of us. Anybody who's willing to do what it takes to achieve that personal and financial freedom, this is the vehicle to do it, and it gives us all a level playing field. And what they've done now is even open the door wider because of the way they've given the option to join I mean, damn, a coffee over at Starbucks costs more than it costs you to start this blogging system and try it all out and see for yourself what this could do for your future. So I'm just so jacked up. I'm going in like 15,000 directions at once, and I'm going to give you a second here, Dan, to chime in for a minute and talk so that I can figure out which loops I need to close there and what doors I've opened, because I'm just jacked up, man. This is badass stuff, and I'm excited. So digging the beanie, man, the Chicago, I love it. So what's up, man?
Well, first of all, I'm glad to hear you open loops and you realize you have to figure out which ones you're going to close. That sounds like a guy who's been through some training, and that's good stuff right there, because opening and closing loops often very valuable as a sales technique, and that's something that you will learn down the road when you click the banner below and join us. You're going to start learning some very cool stuff like that not only get people engaged but get people buying from you, and that's really the whole point, right, of starting a business. It's not about putting your toe in the water and seeing if this little thingy will work. It's about getting in there, getting to work, getting to learn the skills that you need to learn to be able to start profiting online quickly. And the beauty of what's happened, as Jeff was alluding to, with the Empower Network over the last 3+ years, and let's put that in perspective, 3 years for any internet company is a lifetime, okay? Most companies fail immediately after launch because it's usually a bunch of high-powered gurus, quote-unquote gurus, that have been in the game for a long time. They create something that's sort of like a quick money grab, and then they go away. And then they create something else and just money grab again and go away. But there's no sustainability. There's no team-building aspect. And people that are looking to make money online from a beginner's point of view have no way of truly leveraging something like that because it's gone as soon as they get started, and then they didn't learn anything, except in their mind they think it's a scam because it came, it went, and I didn't make any money, but a bunch of, like, 4 other people made $1 million, and I didn't make shit, and I'm pissed. Well, that's exactly what Empower Network doesn't stand for, and that's exactly what Empower Network was built upon, is to make sure that the beginner can succeed online, and it's creating leaders out of thin air, like myself, like Jeff, people that never thought that could succeed online are now not only succeeding, but we're becoming leaders to where we can point people in the proper direction and to know with assuredness that not only is it not a scam, but really the sky's the limit depending on how hard someone wants to work, and it does take work, but it's not something that's brain surgery. It's just something that requires consistency. And when it comes to blogging, and the theme tonight is blogging, there's many different ways that we could go on a weekly basis, and we do. But the thing that's important about blogging, and this is key for a lot of people that are starting out, is that it doesn't take any money to blog. It just takes time. And a lot of times when you're starting a business, you don't have a budget. You don't have, maybe you have a little budget, which is fine for advertising, but you have plenty of time, but you don't have a lot of money to advertise. Well, that's perfect for blogging. If you have a little bit of time and some money, then you can market your blog through paid methods, which we do teach in our products. And there's other ways to develop traffic for what you have to say. But the easiest thing that we do, and as Jeff said at the beginning, I have several different passions. I'm a sports writer. I'm a little bit of a foodie. I'm obviously a marketer. There's a lot of things that I'm passionate about. And in the old system, which I did learn today, that we will be able to have multiple blogs on this system in different themes and be able to write about different subjects in different places, but in a very easy way. You can write whatever you're passionate about, and then all you have to do really is share it in places where people are like-minded. So, for instance, if I write a football blog, I'm going to share that probably in a Facebook football group or two and a Google Plus football group or two, and share it on my personal profiles and start the traffic that way. If I think it's an especially good post, I may create a little paid advertising campaign for it, either in Facebook or Bing or something like that. And no matter what, having the blog is the whole point of being able to have a thriving business, because once you have a blog, unless you're a really experienced blogger, you need to know that that is your home online. That is your real estate. That is your hub to create influence and to develop trust with people that may be interested in what you are talking about. And even if they disagree with you, it doesn't mean that they're not going to keep returning. In fact, being polarizing is one of the best things that you can be as a blogger, because love you or hate you, people are going to come back to see what you have to read. Oh, and by the way, look at these banners on the side where you can profit on your passion too. And that is the best part about the new blogging platform, is that we've gotten back down to basics in the Empower Network, which is blog daily, tell others, and get paid. It's a short-term strategy. It's a long-term strategy. It is perfect. It is a perfect model with one of the best compensation plans in the world, with one of the best marketing teams by far. We have seen this for sure firsthand over the last few days, Jeff and I, with the new sales funnel that is going to be working for everyone, including the new people that come into our business. You're going to have a sales funnel working for you 24 hours a day, including the mobile app that is so sick that I don't even know where to begin on describing the mobile app. It is so ridiculously cool. Empower Network's about to be state-of-the-art. In fact, I was just telling my girlfriend, I think, Jeff, you and I were discussing this before this started, we don't even know that we're Empower Network anymore. I mean, they have they have revamped everything in a way, and that started with hiring one of the best chief marketing officers in the world. His name is Mars, and those of you watching this are probably going to know who he is pretty soon. And he's got this huge, long goatee beard thing coming from his chin. I mean, literally, it's like 3 feet long. He is so brilliant. What they've created is something that I've never seen anywhere. I mean, I've never seen it anywhere online. I've never seen how first of all, how aesthetically beautiful it is, how seamless it works, all of the little mental triggers it pushes when someone's going through it. I mean, it is awesome. And what we've created is not only something where Empower Network is reborn, but it's so sort of uniform that it applies to anyone's interest or business or whatever. It literally will be selling itself once this is released, which will be, I guess, fully released, I guess, within the next week or so. But it's going to be something that's going to be, it's going to be mind-blowing. I mean, it's going to be mind-blowing. When I come back later, I have some tabs up here to share with you guys, just to show all the different funnels and different ways that people come in to the business. But Jeff, I know that you are jacked up about what you saw over the last few days, and I know that just coincidentally, we were both going through the level up. It's called the level up sequence, part of the new funnel, where a new member is literally taken by the hand and walked through what they need to do and why they need to do it in terms of our business. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on, first of all, what you thought. How did it look, and what did you think about the language that is used in this funnel that is going to be so powerful for everyone's business?
Well, it's just impressive is the number one word that comes to mind, because like you said, it's so well laid out, and the way it guides you step by step, it really, as it's guiding you through, it's doing several things at once. It's training you, it's overcoming objections, and providing benefits and value to you, so that you understand how it all goes together, why it's important to not only blog but get the inner circle, why it's important to upgrade to get the profit maximizers so that you have the biggest potential in the business. And as far as the language, I was really, really impressed with the language too, because once again, it's doing two things, or actually probably multiple things that I don't even know about, but it's teaching you how the language is spoke, the lingo of our community. They're starting to implant these phrases, these terms, like Dan just said, the blog daily, get paid, or share and get paid. And you know, Mars pointed this out, and I didn't catch this until one of these videos too. I thought that was a slogan myself, and I didn't realize that's an action step. Those are 3 action steps. Blog daily, tell others, get paid. That's what we do here. So the language is really, really interesting, because it keeps you engaged, it keeps you thinking, and it keeps you from the perspective of not only seeing it for yourself, but also as a customer. So, because you've got to think about this, anything that you see in this process, if it, you know, when you see it and you see that vision and you grab a hold and you click the banner below and you get started and you start sharing this information, your people that you share that with are going to be going through that exact same process as you went through. So I was just really, really inspired by the uplifting, the encouraging, and the at times very straightforward and honest, telling you this is exactly what you need to do. And I mean, you go through these steps. It's very engaging. There's actually stuff that pops up on the screen, and the videos will stop, and you can't go any further until you take that action step. Excuse me. And it's all created to create engagement. So, you know, back when I got started, when I came across that video and I saw that curly-haired guy, and I just decided to join. I decided I'm gonna give it a shot. It was basically a WordPress back office. So you went in, and it was themed out a little bit, and it gave you these 8 videos, and it was our fast start videos, and they were just the 2 Daves telling you the core philosophy of the business. There was no guidance on how to set anything up. There was nothing on how to set up your blog. Dave tells about this in the Inner Circle audios. You can actually go through the archive when you get that product, And he talks about in the beginning, here's how they handled customer service. They would wait until their customer service inbox got full, and they'd hit delete on all of it. They'd just delete it. So that there was no support in the beginning at all to show you how to set it up. You had to be kind of technical. You had to have a little bit of understanding in the beginning, or go out and search down videos of other people of how to set up your blog, how to set up your back office. It's crazy. You're sitting there watching it, and Michelle guides you right through. I hope I'm getting her name right. She guides
Yeah.
you right through. Move your
Michelle,
mouse up here to the corner. Was that right, Dan?
yeah, Michelle Schaefer.
Michelle Schaefer. She's awesome. But she literally tells you, move your mouse up in the corner of this screen, click this button, and this will pop up, and it's amazing. Within that video, you could literally have your first blog post up, and that's like, what is that, the second video of the series. And so the guidance, that um, when people first started, they're like, well, what do I do next? There is none of that here, none of it at all. If you're saying to yourself, what do I do next? You've screwed up. You're not paying attention, and you probably should move on, because you're probably not going to do this anyway. So, I mean, honestly, I love it how in the first video, it flat out stops you and says, listen, if you don't trust us, if you're not willing to put faith in us and move forward with us, just ask for a refund right now. And Dan, that's how I feel about it too. Yeah, I've personally sponsored over 100 people in this business, and many of them have gone, and that's perfectly fine. And I don't want to hold anybody hostage here. I understand the opportunity here. I understand the future here, and I only want people around me that also understand that opportunity and future, like yourself. And I love how the video is going to help us, and it's going to help you watching this video. When you get started and join, it's going to help you weed out those people that are just tire kickers, that are going to waste your time, and you need to be working with people who are serious. I work with Dan because he's serious. I don't waste my time with people that are just going to just waste my time for the sake of it. We've only got this one life, guys. We've only got a period of time to make all of our dreams come true, and we can sit back and wait for it, or we can take action every day. And man, I'm so jacked up, Dan. It's just crazy. The video sequence is badass. That's all there is to it. We're gonna go back to some old Empower lingo here. It is badass.
That is so true. And the thing that I liked, and just so you all that are watching this know, Michelle Schaefer, she sort of came on the radar, I think, to all of us just in the last 3, 4, or 5 months. She is a super blogger. She makes a 6-figure income just blogging. She's only been blogging. She doesn't do any paid advertising, nothing. She's just a blogger, 6 figures, and she's behind the scenes running the show for us, or helping run the show for us, which, talk about a powerhouse and someone who knows what they're doing. Then you have Mars, who's the chief marketing officer, who has created multi-million-dollar funnels over and over and over again for other people. Even he said he's never done anything like this. He's never done anything like what he has done now with the Empower Network, and the ability for them to be able to test, tweak, and change things out on the fly for us is something that can't be overstated. Meaning, if there's a particular video, sales presentation, capture page that are far exceeding results, meaning that they are just crushing and people are really converting on it, those will all become to the forefront and automatically tagged to our, I believe will automatically be tagged to our banner on our Empower blog to make sure that everything's being sent to the right place. Or if they don't, if that doesn't happen, they'll at least let us know, hey, make sure you change the URL for your banner to go to this video, because this video is crushing it way more than the other one was already crushing it too. It's not like none of they're failures, you know. But that's the beauty of the system. And you know, the thing that I think that can't be said enough is that blogging in and of itself, you know, when blogging first started, I heard the word blog and I thought it was a joke, that's what a hobby would do, a hobbyist would do, or someone who just had a blowhard, You know, that's what I thought a blogger was, like a blowhard, like someone that just had a lot of crap to say, and you know, they had you know, some sort of social anxiety disorder or some sort of complex where they needed to be heard or whatever it is, but they didn't want to be in front of anybody. You know, that was their way, like being anonymous and not having to have any personal interaction, but yet be able to get their thoughts out, which is true to an extent. But it's gotten to the point now where there is such tremendous value shared in blogs. There's a lot of shitty blogs out there, of course. None of them in Empower Network are like that because these are state-of-the-art blogs that are already monetized right out of the gate, which is something that beginners will never have to worry about. But the other thing about the Empower blog that's amazing is that the SEO ranking is already coming back to where it used to be, which is you can blog on any topic that you like, whether it be skiing in the Swiss Alps or you know, hiking through Manitoba or whatever. You know, you pick any random interest that interests you. You could blog about that and probably rank pretty high on the search engines within just a few days. And then that blog post is up there forever. I mean, that's the beauty of real estate in the internet world, is that you can post about anything. I have some friends who are, you know, firefighters and police officers and teachers and, you know, lawyers, whatever. They all have expertise in an area that they could blog about and provide value to a marketplace and get a lot of readership, not only now, but for the future. And every single one of those blogs that you put up is like a little sales general for you, where you're creating leads, sale. And when you have a funnel like the one that we have now, which is just unbelievable, it's going to be converting people, hopefully, left and right. And all you're doing is just talking about your passions. I mean, how does that work? That's not work at all. The only thing that is, you know, I'll be honest, the only thing that's work is that when you start becoming successful and you start seeing $2,500, $500,000, $3,000 days, like Jeff and I both have, you know, income disclaimer, that not guaranteed results. But when you start having those types of days, it's easy to get a little complacent and say, I'll blog tomorrow, or I'll blog a couple of days. I just don't feel like it today. Well, this is truly, you know, the tortoise and the hare. You know, you got to be the consistent, even if it's a 2-paragraph with a picture blog that you share, whatever. You know, you at least created some internet real estate, and who knows who's going to see that where and who's looking for something and say, you know what, hey, I like, you know, fairy tales or fables like the tortoise and the hare. I want to write about those things too. And yet there's a banner on the side, hey, why don't you profit from your passions too? You're going to have call to actions that are already made for you in your own blog that you don't even have to think about. Just create your own content about something that whether it's something that's in the news, sporting event, whatever. And if you're really ambitious, which I am deciding that I'm doing no matter what, every blog I create is going to have a video on it. So unless I'm really in a pinch, you know, and I'll write something real quick and maybe add some videos from somewhere else and a few quotes, I'm going to add my own video to it, because that's where you really start to supercharge things. When you have your own video plus a blog, it's like an all-in-one power-packed little thing. So there's a lot that's the beauty of it. It's your home, it's your hub, your money-making machine, if you so choose, and you can run it however you want. And that's the best part. You can be you and not have to conform to anybody. Do it part-time, do it on a coffee break, and put up your blog for the day, share it in a few places, and guess what? People are going to start asking questions. They're going to, hey, what are you doing? Like, what is this all about? Get them in the funnel, let the funnel do the work. That's the beauty of it. That's what we've got here. And it's about to, I think it's about to revolutionize the whole industry, really. Because I don't think that anybody can hang, I don't think anybody can hang with us. I don't think anybody, we exist for the whole industry. So someone that's in another internet marketing company, of which there are billions and billions and billions of them, free, paid, all that stuff. I just put a post up today on my blog about avoiding free business opportunities because most of them are a joke. And I put something up about that today, and I feel good about that. I feel good that that real estate's out there forever, and I can send people to it. And if someone asks me about it, I can just send them a link. Hey, check my blog out. I have some interesting thoughts on that. I mean, it's just awesome. It's an awesome thing. And we lost our way a little bit in Empower Network. They made a mistake. They admitted it last couple of years, or last year, year and a half. They switched to a new platform that didn't work very well. We're back to our roots. People are kicking ass. We love the 21-day blogging challenge. It gets people rolling. And the way that the back office is set up, like Jeff said with Michelle, it's done in a way where, I mean, Grandma could have this thing set up in, you know, what, 20 minutes? That tops? You know, I mean, it's like, it's just so easy. It's just not even fair how easy it is. And you can get rolling right away. It's probably the simplest system I've not only seen from Empower, but maybe ever, Jeff.
I agree, Dan. It really is. I want to go back a little bit on something you said there. You mentioned that your perception of what bloggers were, and that's funny because a lot of people I've talked to have different perceptions on what bloggers are. I know I had a very different idea of what it was too when I first started. I thought bloggers were basically like housewives that were sharing recipes and stuff like that. And the other thing I thought bloggers were like that. I can't even think of his name right now. The paparazzi guys that chase around celebrities and then post on their blogs. That's what I thought blogging was.
Almost
I didn't realize that it was a
like a TMZ type of thing, or you know, that kind of stuff where you're just gossip, like gossip stuff. It's
gossip.
like meaningless, just minutia out there, you know, that might be of some value to some people, but it's not like not real value. It's not real.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought of it. Even though, excuse me, even though I had visited websites like the Pioneer Woman and had got recipes and stuff from her, I got value from her blog, I still didn't understand how powerful blogging really was. Because, I mean, you take that lady, for example, you want to talk about building an empire on blogging, you cannot do a search online for a recipe without coming across her website.
Right.
And it's an amazing example of taking your passions. I mean, these people live out in the middle of nowhere here in Oklahoma, and yet somehow she's reached out to the world and has provided a ton of value by just sharing what she loves to do every day. It's amazing. So I had to really reframe things myself. I had to understand that the blogging was for business. Go to a corporate website of any major corporation now, and you're probably going to find a link somewhere on there to their blog. It's becoming that big of a deal that not only are we in the age where if you have a business and you're not online, you don't really have a business, but now if you don't have a blog to go with your business, you're just missing out on so many people. It's unbelievable because that's where people can get an inside. That's where people can get to know you, to really, really get to know what you're doing, what you're about, what your business is about, what you stand for, and if they should join you, follow you, buy your products. It doesn't matter even if you join Empower Network and promote the system itself, or use the blog to promote anything you want. I did a comparison. And then I'm going to open another loop here, I think, but it doesn't matter. I 2 weeks ago, or about the same time we got beta access to the blog, I also got a new domain name. I'm a sign consultant by trade. That's what I do during the day. I help business owners identify and distinguish themselves from other businesses through the signs and outdoor marketing. So I wanted a website where I could start branding myself, start branding my design, virtual design. So I bought virtualsigndesign.com, and I started setting that website up, and I wanted it to match the Klaatu exactly. So it literally took me 2 freaking weeks to get that blog set up, and I've got 4 pages with some content and 3 blog posts on it, and that's it. But by the time I installed everything, installed the themes, the plugins, tweaked it, changed all the colors, made the banners I needed to, it was literally a 2-week process of me spending not all day, you know, like I said, I work full time, so an hour here, an hour there, several hours. You go through this sequence of the level up sequence, and in that video you make like 3 clicks. You pick the name of your blog, you pick your affiliate or the domain basically, and within a minute or 2, it's done. It's installed. The plugins are there. It looks badass. I mean, it's just awesome the way it's laid out and the way it interacts, and you can start instantly uploading content. So in comparison, over it's a 3-week period because I just finished the 21-day challenge through the Claw 2, and in that period I posted 21 blogs on my Empower blog, and I posted 3 on my personal blog. So I mean, it's made to just jump in and go, just jump in and instantly start um, taking action with. And what's happening look at my padded wall, because then I found out something really cool about my padded wall. Let's see, it's almost like a dry erase. So I've been making notes all over my wall. But
You're a
Monday,
white back there.
yeah, it gets a little lumpy. It looks a little odd if you're trying to record something right into the creases, but
Right.
it's more like my graffiti board. I might just tag the whole thing up and make it look all ghetto. That would go real well with my tarp back there. So okay, back to point here. Um, Monday, February 2nd, we're all going to be encouraged as a community to start the 21-day blog challenge. So the best thing to do, the best way to figure out, is this really for me, is go ahead, just click that banner right below this video that you're watching right now and join. You're going to get access to this entire thing for like I said, about the price of a big coffee at Starbucks for about, I think it was $8 or $9, less than $10. You can get started, and they even waive the affiliate fee for 60 days. And what that means to you is that you can start that 21-day blogging challenge Monday, and it'll guide you through setting up your first blog post, your second blog post, and through that first couple weeks, get you going, get you in the motion. And you know what? You've only invested a few bucks up to this point. If you don't like it, you just cancel. You've got 14 days, and you just go on your way. If you decide that this really isn't for you, if you can't see the vision, you can't see the future, I mean, that's fine. We don't really need you here if you don't want to be a part of it. We're not here to force you and hold your hand and pat you on the butt and tell you that you can do it. You got to take action and show us that you're willing to do it, willing to do more than the average guy, and then we'll be there for you. Then we're going to run side by side with you. We're going to do everything within our power to help you grow personally, to point you in the right directions. The nice thing is that Dan and I, neither one have to teach you how to do anything. You've already got everything you need inside you to do anything you want. All we have to do is show you the right resources to make those resources available to yourself. We can show you that through the products, through the inner circle, through the top producer formula. Depending on what you need in your life, we can point you in the right direction to fill that, and fill it with something that is so powerful and so incredible that you can start changing other people's lives too. And that's what this is all about. I love what Aaron Rashkin says. He's one of our leaders, one of my mentors. He says that the real product in this business is not the blog. The real product is not the products. The real product is the people. And that's something that I really, really missed for a long time, that it doesn't matter how many blogs you sell. You can sell 100 blogs. If nobody sticks around, it doesn't matter. What the real product is the people, the relationships you build with other leaders, like the relationship I've built with Dan, because we're both like-minded individuals headed in similar directions. We want mores in our life. So we want to latch on to other people who've done what the things in life we want to do, and so that we can copy them, emulate them, and have that same result in our lives too. And that's what this is all about. This is a copy and paste. I hate the saying "fake it till you make it." But I mean, literally, this whole thing, you could start today, and by tomorrow, you could have the presence of somebody who's been blogging for years, because you're going to have a professional blog. It's going to look better than anything out there. You're going to have good content on there, and you're going to have a community of people behind you, guiding you in the right direction. So Dan, I know you wanted to give us a little peek of the goodies inside. So once again, either do two things, one of two things. Click the banner below right now and go on to that next page and get started with us, or let's see what Dan has to offer.
The other thing I wanted to add about tonight, David Wood is doing a affiliate. Is it affiliate only tonight? The training tonight? I'm not sure if it is or not. I believe he booked.
So you need to hurry and get in so you can get on that training tonight.
Yeah, there's a training at 9 p.m. Eastern that he's about to blow the roof off of more things about the new funnel, and you'll be able to see it firsthand. But I just wanted to show you a few things that are available to us right now. Again, this is not the new funnel. This is sort of some of the front-end things that get into the funnel. And then I also wanted to show you just the back office of my blog to show you how easy it is to put up a post. And I'm not actually going to put up a post, but it probably would take all of about a minute to do it if I decided to do it, and you'll see why in a second. But let me try to screen share here. All right, can you see my screen, Jeff?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so we talked about the 21-day blogging challenge, and this is one of the capture pages that we have in our back office to use to send people to the presentation for the 21-day blogging challenge. It's a different way of approaching blogging for sure, but since we are a blogging company with our own blogging platform that is one of a kind, this is how people are brought into this funnel. And as you can see up here, you see that right there? That's my user ID that I created back when I joined Empower back in September of 2012. You will have your own unique ID, so literally you could take this link and just add your own ID to the end of it, and anybody that signs in through this will be added to your email list, and if they buy down the road, they are all coded to you. So it is really, really cool, and that'll be the same for every link I'm about to show you. So this is just one page that's available to us. We have a couple other pages that are called Fight the Forces of Evil. This is a new page that was released to us, I think, maybe in the last month or so. It's just a beautiful page. And I know that I believe Chuck Marshall is used as the primary person on the inside of this. This goes to another similar presentation, and you can see what is taught on the inside here as far as creating new buyers, getting money you deserve, things like that. And obviously, that's all that we're talking about here. We just want everyone to be able to blog about what they like, be able to talk to people about what they like, and be able to profit from it. And that's what we do. So this is a Fight the Forces of Evil, which is a very big theme for Dave because he thinks there's a there's a lot of forces of evil out there. And then this is another Fight the Forces of Evil page that we use. This coincides. We do have a traditional network marketing approach that we have, and I actually do own the DVDs that we have that you could literally hand to someone if they so wanted to. If they were old school, Amway type old school person, you could literally hand them a DVD, and they could watch it at home and get back with you, or they can watch the presentation online. So as you can see, it says, where can we send your free presentation? They'll get a digital version of that to their email address, which is very, very cool. Now, the newer stuff, this is the truth or hype stuff. These are the two pages that we have right now. Actually, I think there's one more besides the two I'm about to show you. This page, this is the beginning of our new funnel. This will go right to the presentations that we were just talking about, or some of them, and this is where things get really, really cool. This page, I know, is already killing it. The leaders are talking about how they're just crushing it with this page. And the next page here, actually, you can see this is another clever little thing. When you try to exit the page, giving value, here's a free report. You want to get their email address because that's the beauty, or that's the #1 job of online marketing, is developing your email list. So if you go to exit the page, that's what happens, which is very clever. All done for you. Here's the other page, which is a little bit different look. It goes a little. I think this goes in the same direction on the inside, but a totally different look to this page. Holly Morgan is the sort of MC of the presentation on the inside, so she does a very good job. Another great page that is converting like crazy, and as you can see, my ID is still up top here, which is awesome. So this is where things are beginning, and this doesn't even come close to what the presentations are on the inside that are really going to do all the selling for you after you click the link below and get started with us. Now here is the back office. if you're familiar with WordPress, this is going to look, pretty familiar to you. If not, you shouldn't be overwhelmed at all by what you see here. But as you can see, Kalatu is up here in the corner. That's the name of our platform. And you can see that you have everything that you need right here. One thing that I wanted to mention real quick, this Linkify right here, that is such a cool feature, guys. You have no idea, because you want to know, what people are clicking on, like what type of content is really working. And Linkify is going to allow you to tag everything you share to be able to see your statistics even better than Google Analytics would give you, which is already pretty good. And you'll really be able to figure out what does your readership like, and maybe it's controversial stuff, or maybe it's more tutorial stuff, that kind of thing, depending on your passion. Really, really, really cool stuff. But I just wanted to get into how easy it is. Let's say for a beginner, never seen a blog in their life, never written a blog in their life, how easy would it be to write a blog? Okay, so look at these two orange tabs here. I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. I mean, I haven't used these yet because I usually know the night before what I'm going to write about. But let's say I don't have anything. I don't have anything in mind. So I just say, give me an idea. Okay. So technology I can't live without. There's a title right there. Technology I can't live without. Do you think you could write a blog post about that? Awesome. You see, this is random inspirational idea number 3. Okay. There's tons of them back here, always being added to. And here it says, what are the core pieces of technology you use and why? What's the one piece of tech that's made you more productive or saved your sanity? Do you have a top 5 list of recommended apps? See, so what this is already saying is, can you provide value to the marketplace? Can you provide value to people, because they're obviously using technology too? How can you help them? So can you write a piece about that? This is something I never would have thought of. I just went here and looked at this. Hey, I could write a blog post about that tonight if I wanted to. And you know what? Even if you like this topic but you don't have the answer, go ahead and Google it. Go ahead and Google technology people can't live without, and then you'll get a whole bunch of people that created lists. Find out about what they like, read about it, and then sort of repurpose the content on your blog. You learned while you were researching, and you provide value. Okay, so and you can say, hey, listen, awesome, I'll write about this, and then the title will come out, and you can start writing. But let's say you don't like that idea. You just say, hey, give me another idea. What I do differently if I were, insert big brand here, McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever. If you've got a problem with one of the big companies, or you have a gripe, not where you're all negative and bad mouthing somebody. It's about providing value. But it says be a backseat driver. If you were in charge of a huge brand, what would you do differently and why? What are they doing right now that you love or appreciate? So that's a very good post, So that's and you spin this off. What I do differently if I were, for me, it would be Joe Philbin, coach of the Miami Dolphins. I think he sucks. Okay, so that would be my title. But this gave me the idea, okay, of what I would do differently. Okay, let's say you want another idea, achieving a goal. That's awesome. Share a celebration post. What have you achieved? The motivation, the challenges, how you felt, what benefits came with reaching your goal. Here's another idea. Borrow a page from Letterman and go top 10 style, top 10 lists. That's awesome. Top 3s. People love lists, So there you go. There's one idea. So there's what we call the idea creator. Right in our back office. You don't have to do anything. Just give me an idea. What if you need a headline? Well, here's enter a topic you want to blog about. So you already know what you want to blog about. You already have the idea, but you don't have the headline. So let's say I choose. Now I've done this before. Sometimes it's a little bit off, so you have to use your imagination. But let's say for me, I put the Miami Dolphins. Okay. The science of Miami Dolphins: how to achieve results fast. Well, that would be a pretty good idea for me because they're not achieving results fast at all, which is what has me angry. So I could actually make a funny post, the science of Miami Dolphins, and maybe put science in quotes, because what they're doing obviously doesn't look scientific at all since they're failing so bad, So that's just a way of just doing a funny spin on it. But you could actually just go headline after headline, can you really succeed with Miami Dolphins? No, you can't. Not right now, you can't. But that's just my opinion, you know. So and obviously I would change that to, can the Miami Dolphins really succeed? You know, that would be there's my title. Okay. So it's really, really cool. These little, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. But it's really, really cool what just these little additions can do for your blogging. You never would be out of an idea, ever. And you know what? If you didn't have a lot of time to write, you could say, give me an idea, okay? Travel back in time. There we go. And then, you know what? You could write something back, and just to be funny, you could add a YouTube video of Back to the Future, you know, just for fun, just to add a little flair to your post. And people would like maybe that video from Back to the Future, because it kind of ties into the Back in Time, which I think it was, what, Huey Lewis, I think, that sang that song. So anyway, you know, there's all types of things you can do on your blog, guys, but once you get going here, it's so easy. It's so easy. You literally can write your post. You have your select a call to action here. So there's a bunch of call to actions that you can just put in. These sell products right here. These ask for comments, whether you agree or disagree. Social share. This is like a social share call to action where you can get your post to go viral a little bit. You don't even need to do these, guys. You just add it on. Then you just add your little blog excerpt that you'll see in the search engines. Then you can post it to Facebook right from here. It'll show you exactly what it's going to look like. You add your category and you post. That's it. Done. You literally can put up posts in minutes. I mean, it is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And you could literally create changes to your blog on the fly, aesthetically, how they work, where the banners are located, are they there, are they not. You can add pages to the top, navigation pages. You can do whatever you want. It is just the coolest thing in the world, guys. It is something that you've never seen before. I've never seen before. And I remember when I first started and I was working with just straight WordPress, I was stop it, guys. I was a little bit overwhelmed at first because I'd never blogged on WordPress before. And just like with anything, it took some repetition to get it right. But it wasn't hard. This just makes it easy. It's foolproof. It's totally foolproof. So there is a look inside some of the pages that you can send people to do the work for you. We know the funnel is going to do the work on the inside, but that's going to take care of a lot of stuff for you. You're not going to have to explain too much or talk too much or do anything. You just say, guys, just watch this video. Just watch that, and then if you have questions, let me know, because you know what? They're not going to have any questions. It's all very self-explanatory. So I hope that was a pretty good tour there, Jeff. I think that was shows people at least what's at their fingertips right now when they click that banner below.
Talking to a muted microphone there. No, it was great presentation, man. Or back end view, not presentation. It shows people that, you know, what we've got here is some legitimate technology. That stuff was really well created, really high-end graphics and really thought-out call to actions and headlines and stuff. And that's coming from marketers that are the very best in the industry. We're not getting this stuff set up by fly-by-night guys. We're getting this set up by a team of people that are the masters in this type of business, in this industry, and what they've put together. What they did was they brought Chris Record in, one of our top blockers, and got with Michelle, and they put together this really just incredible blogging platform, this plugin that, like Dan just showed, I mean, how much simpler does it get than to share what you enjoy, to share passion. I like to share a video a day. I can literally, I sit down at my computer at 6 a.m. and I jump on YouTube and I type in motivational video, inspirational, fear, whatever just pops to my mind that morning. Or I just jump on the team and grab the action assignment, and, grab that video. I post it in there. I type up a little bit about, you know, my thoughts on the video. I find a little image on freedigitalphotos.net that I could drop into the post as well. And by 6:15, I'm hitting publish and just putting it out there on the social networks. That's just my little video of the day to make sure that, one, I'm blogging every single day, even if I don't have time to sit down and write out my thoughts, write out what's going on, or share more inside stuff. I'm still getting content on my real estate out there with my little affiliate link at the end. And that's important because over time it adds up. I'm well over 500 blog posts. I don't know the exact number since I started, but that's a lot of little pieces of real estate out there constantly bringing traffic to my capture pages, and I can see it. I see it through my stats and my traffic that there's blog posts out there that are still bringing me visitors that I wrote a long time ago, and that's it. And some of them aren't stuff I even wrote. It's like the video of the day that somebody just happened to be searching and came across my blog, or they were on social media and came across it, because we show you how to share things better in a way that's more appealing. We don't show you how to jump on Facebook and just, spam every single page and group with join my system and make money. No, no, no. We show you how to share value. We show you how to share your blog posts so that people actually click on them and then read it or watch your video, and then take further action from there. And that's important. That's an important step of the process, because it doesn't really make sense. Like for example, when I first started blogging, like I mentioned, I would spend hours and hours writing my first blog post. There were times I'd put so much emotional energy into writing a blog post and hitting the publish button that when I finally hit published, I was just wiped out. I was done. And then I wouldn't go out and really promote that post either, because I was still had too much emotion in, too many feelings, too much connection with what I thought about myself to be true that really wasn't. A lot of personal beliefs that I had to overcome at that time. But that to spend that kind of time, to spend 3 hours writing a blog post and then not even share it and not even get a few views, it was emotionally good to get it out, sure, but it really didn't do anything for my long-term goal. So even if I'm doing these daily actions where I'm just sharing a quick video or just a quick blog post, or maybe I'm spilling out my guts, it's that daily repetition. It's doing, if you join my team and I tell you you need to blog daily, you need to do the 21-day blog challenge, well, if I haven't done that stuff, that doesn't give me very much credibility. So I at least do something every single day. Like I said, I just completed the 21-day blog challenge. I'm excited for the February 2nd to start it again. I'm going to start all over and go along with the process, with the team, with the community, so that I can experience it. And that's really what this is about. The banner below, it doesn't go straight to the video. It goes to a capture page, as Dan mentioned, and on that page there's a lot of information. And this is our longer form that he showed you a little bit ago. And it's going to give you a lot of stuff to overcome those objections and show you benefits and give you value. And then I want you to put your email address in, and I want you to hit submit so that you experience the whole process. If we were not to do that and not capture your email address, well, first off, we're not doing a good job as marketer, and second off, we're denying you the experience. So you need to go through the whole thing from very start to very end, and that starts with going to the capture page and opening up your mind and putting in a real email address so that you can get follow-up emails and get correspondence from us too. That's important, because we will follow up with you too. And then hit the submit button after you've put your email address in and follow along. So turn off your distractions and actually pay attention to what's going on the screen, and then start making decisions. Start saying, is this right for me? Is this the right direction for my future? Do I have a place here? Does this fit in my life? I was telling my wife today that I've had a little bit of frustration starting off this beginning of the year, because there's a lot of stuff I want to do and I want it to happen all right now, but it can't happen right now. It's a process. It takes time. And so as you do the steps, as you do the 21-day blog challenge, you're doing several things. You're developing the habit. They say it takes 21 days to develop a habit. So over that 21 days, you're doing that, and you're creating content that you can now follow up to people with. Instead of sending them promotion after crap after crap, hey, join this and this and this. No, no, no. We're going to send them value, like we've been talking about here. So you're going to send them. You're going to fill your autoresponder with your blog posts, and that's how you're going to get a constant flow of people seeing your content, because you're going to be marketing. You're going to be collecting email addresses. They go into the funnels and they get the information. And when you follow the steps, it helps you to place those all in place. So as you do that 21-day challenge, Now you've got 21 days of follow-up. I don't need to show you how to do a follow-up sequence. You don't need anything special to create a 12 or a 20-day sequence of emails that are going to get people to buy. You just share. You give them 21 days of value and let them see that you're doing it, that you're taking action, that you're following the system, you're being obedient to the whole thing, and then you share your results too, right? That's also really important, is let people know that don't keep it a secret when you have those wins. Celebrate your small wins. Celebrate the wins of your team. When you get a leader like I like to edify Dan as much as I possibly can, because he's an incredible leader on the team. He's made me a crap load of money, and I just see an enormously bright future for Dan and anybody who joins his team. So why wouldn't I want to align myself with people like him? And that's, this whole thing, it comes down to the experience. We only get this life, and that's what life really is a collection of experiences in different intensities, good and bad. And we've had some hiccups, but the experiences we can continue to collect and gather moving forward is just limitless, and it's a bright future. This is a whole new start, Dan. Like you said at the beginning, this is a new company, and Power Network has, in my mind, been reborn. As we were talking a little bit before we started, I see this on a whole new level. I was exposed to Amway when I was real young. When I was 12 years old, I saw the whiteboard for the first time. The company's been around for ages. It does billions of dollars in business, and honestly, I see us in front of them. We have more potential to change more people's lives, to have a bigger impact on this world than any network marketing direct sales business that is out there online, and I have no qualms in saying that at all. And in fact, I think you could stack many of those businesses on top of each other and still not even compare to our initial products of what you get access to here. So it's a decision. Just make it and click the banner below.
Yeah, I think that not only are you right on that, Empower's paid out over $144 million in commissions in just over 3 years, which is, I find it funny. I heard of a story that there was like a health and beauty company or some sort of skincare company or something like that that just went out of business this last year, that was in business for 11 years, I think. And when they were saying goodbye, their crowning achievement was that they were so proud that they had paid over $7 million in commissions in 11 years. Well, and you know what? In the internet marketing world, that's a success. I mean, it is. I mean, they have longevity for the most part, and $7 million is not a small amount of money. A lot of companies just come and go, and they have no infrastructure and terrible leadership and everything else that goes against the grain to success. And here we are at Empower, just over 3 years old. We paid over $144 million to affiliates, most of which are beginners or very novice marketers in large scale, because there is no pyramid here. We all have the ability to out-earn the owners, or out-earn the owner. Everybody can out-earn everybody here. The opportunity is unlimited for everybody, and so that's the beauty of it. And I think that what you just said was huge, because we've done this without really anything close to what we just garnered, what we just got. This sales funnel and this team and this collection of minds that have put together the best funnel on the internet, the best minds behind conversions on the internet, all in one place for us, behind a platform that is simply about people's passions. And if you think about the difference between what people's passions can pay and an energy drink, let's think about that. So if you're part of an energy drink company, what is your passion? Are you passionate about energy drinks, or are you trying to make money? No, you're trying to make money, right? How passionate can you possibly be about an energy drink beyond that it might be a great product that you believe in. That's great. That's great. And your market's a little bit limited, because not everybody likes energy drinks, and not everybody needs energy drinks. And there's a large part of the market, probably elderly, that could give a crap about energy drinks. Yet everybody has passions. Everybody has passions. Everybody has things that are of interest to them that they can talk about that would attract other people that like the same things. That is where Empower Network is different. That is where we're different than everybody else for the most part. And then you add, just that alone is different. Then you add the best sales funnel, the best team. It's not hype, guys. It just isn't. This is the truth. The numbers speak for itself. And I think this is a billion with a B. This is a billion-dollar company within the next 3 years. I think that they are going to quadruple, quintuple what they've done over the next 3 years with where we're starting from right now. And just imagine if you were to click that link below and get started for a cup of coffee and see what we've got, see the funnel, follow the directions, and start blogging. Imagine where you could be on this side of that wave than when we hit critical mass and it just starts going crazy. It's an important decision for you. To me, it's a no-brainer, but I'm on the inside already succeeding. We're here to help you, but only you can make that decision of wanting to change your life. But before I finish, I just wanted to touch on one thing before I hand it over to Jeff to sign out. I wanted to talk about the mobile app real quick, and the mobile app is something that they have not yet launched. I think that is coming within the next couple weeks. It is that you get it when you're in the back office. You see a demo of it when you're in one of the sales funnel. It's so crazy what this thing will do, and we didn't even see everything. We just saw a little bit of it. But let me just put this in perspective. You start blogging, okay? You start getting leads. You start getting people that are clicking on your banners. They're starting to get the follow-up sequence. They're in the sales funnel. The people that really win are the people that reach out to their people that join their team, obviously. So if someone joins your team, they get involved. You give them a call, welcome them to the team. And of course, your job is not only to help them succeed, but to help them with some questions if they have them. But you really don't need to, because the funnel takes care of everything. But you want to be a leader and you want to take care of them. But let's just say they get in at the basic level, and then you send them a video to the Inner Circle or one of the other products that are basically our profit maximizers, where really great money is made. In real time through your mobile app, you will get a notification that they are watching that video. You will have a notification that they completed the video. You will have a notification of basically what they're doing based on the communication that you've had with them. And when you get a notification that they're watching that video, you send them a quick message saying, hey, I see you're watching the video. That is awesome. You're not going to believe how cool this is. I can't wait for you to get it so we can get you moving. I mean, that kind of like real-time interaction with your team and your prospects, that is unheard of, okay? It's not even fair what's about to happen, and that is all part of the brand new Empower Network that has just been formed, where anybody can come in from any age, background, technical knowledge. Anybody can come in and start helping people and start sharing their ideas and start profiting on just sharing what they know and love. And if that is something that is not of interest to you, that's no problem. I just don't know what would be if that's not of interest, because I'll tell you what, when I sit down to write a blog about my sports teams or about a marketing subject that I'm very passionate about, it's not work. Yeah, I'm spending some time, but it's not work. And when I share it, I feel good about that because I know that my blog looks great. I didn't have to set it up. I didn't have to do anything. It's already monetized. It's already ready to go, and I can share it. And it's aesthetically pleasing. It looks and not only professional, but it helps people. It guides them along. It has all the right triggers for people to be engaged and to create leads and sales. It just doesn't get any better than this, guys. And if you click on the banner below and you get started, You'll be able to get access to the training tonight, but you'll also get access to the future trainings that are coming on the blog. You'll be able to get involved with the 21-day blogging challenge. You'll be able to get into the funnel and see everything else that Empower has to offer, which are state-of-the-art products, which will just even further your success. You're in the one-stop shop, man. You know, like I always say, the people that got rich in the gold rush, the people that got truly rich in the gold rush, were those that were selling the tools, the shovels, the pans. Those provide hotels, casinos. Those are the ones that got really rich. Everyone else out looking for gold pretty much came up empty. The entire internet is full of this gold rush nonsense. Empower Network exists to provide the tools. We are the shovels. We are the pans. We are the things that anybody in any internet marketing company would need just to thrive and to stand out and to be even more influential than they already are. But it's also the place where someone can come in and just make this their standalone business and really succeed, because some people are in the internet marketing world looking to crush it in their own business, and they can use us for that. Some people want their own business that they don't have yet. That's where we can come in. But no matter what, even if you don't think that you can do it, if you like swimming, you can create a swimming blog and be an authority swimming blog in just a few months, where people are coming to your blog in droves about swimming. Oh, and by the way, hey, do you like swimming? You want to blog about swimming too? Here's our blogging platform. Get involved. All of a sudden, it's a money machine. It doesn't get any better, guys. It doesn't get any better. And if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with either one of us. But the best thing that you can do is just click on that banner below, get started, and you will watch your life change quickly, especially when you start blogging, because you start to dig deep inside yourself, you start to learn some things about yourself, and when you start getting better at a craft that maybe you're not familiar with, that makes you feel better too. And you have all the training on your side to help you out. So I'm done for the evening, Jeff. I think that sums up what I wanted to say about the mobile app, and I know this is a good hangout. This is a good time for us in this company and the internet marketing world, and I hope that there's plenty more people that are going to jump on board with us to start reaping the rewards.
I'm excited. I mean, obviously, we're both just beside ourselves with excitement tonight. You can tell just this presentation has been real upbeat. I keep saying presentation. I don't know why I'm presenting. This hangout has been real awesome. It just feels good. That energy is just flowing. And I know a lot of people out there are thinking, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can blog. And I want you to do something for me. I want you to look up into the sky and think about those airplanes flying around up there. Think about this. There's a 747 up there that weighs over 700,000 pounds. It's flying above us at any given time. Hundreds, thousands of airplanes flying around. And that was all created by an idea. It was all created by men, by women, by people who put their vision into something that they believed in and then created this incredible piece of technology that moves people seamlessly around the world. Now, what we're talking about here tonight isn't anything compared to designing an airplane, creating an airplane, or even flying an airplane. As Dan showed you a few minutes ago, posting a blog post literally takes a couple minutes. There's no tech involved here because it's all done for you, and it's something that can actually move people. It can't physically move them. The blog won't lift somebody up and move them into the other room, but it can move them from where they are right now to where they want to be in life. It can move them from being in a place of pain like I was when I started, a place of not knowing how I was even going to get through the day, to a place of believing that not only did I have something to contribute, but I had a place to do it, and I had value that meant something to other people too. And that's what I mean by this is the vehicle. This is what can move you from wherever you're at, whether it's emotionally or financially in a bad place, not where you want to be. You've got the vehicle at your fingertips. The key is simple. It's easier than starting the car. You just put your email address in and watch a video. It's really that simple. You let yourself open to the ideas that are presented to you, and you open your mind to the possibility that it will in fact work for you, because this is nothing like designing an airplane. This is nothing like flying an airplane, and your life really isn't at risk either way. I mean, we're talking about a few bucks here, and the opportunity to start and start blogging right away, start developing that content, but also to be an affiliate because they give you a period now to actually start earning an income before you pay the affiliate fee, and that's huge because I know that was a big thing. Is I would get people blogging, they would start with us, and they would kind of get that confidence to take action, yet they weren't there emotionally and ready to buy that affiliate membership, to pay that extra little bit a month to be able to make money because they just weren't sure. Where in this case, we're going to prove it to you. We're going to work with you. You show us. You take those first steps, and we'll start stepping with you, and we'll show you how you can start generating income with this as well. So that when it comes time to pay that affiliate fee, not only will you pay it, but you're going to be excited to pay it because you understand that your entire future is open and it's really at your fingertips. So, my friends, thank you for your time. We went way over than we expected tonight. I really appreciate you being here, Dan. Make sure you guys click the banner right below this video, get started with us, go through the process, and really enjoy it. Go into it with the attitude of just really enjoying the entire experience because it's so uplifting, it's life-changing, and tomorrow, if you even sleep tonight, tomorrow you'll wake up with a whole new vision of the world, a whole new future. Have a wonderful evening. Dan, thanks, buddy. We'll do this again next week.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.